the week for all good times. 4 and 86, Sacramento John. 4 and 86. Pretty respectable. Let's see if we can find Sonny Kerner out of Los Angeles, California, originally from Victoria, Texas. Sponsored by Basket Underwear in New York City. There you go, Sonny Kerner, Mr. IJ, first round of 2001. We're going to see if we can find Chopper. 6 and 80, Sonny, 680 for Sonny Kerner. We're going to find Chopper up next from Sacramento, California, sponsored by Rodeo Express in Palm Springs, and the Bolt in Sacramento. Out and down, congratulations to Wes and Jeff on their new marriage. Let's see if we can't find Mr. John Southern. Well, we got a little break here. What are we? 5:55 for Chopper. 5:55 for Chopper. Sammy Van Gelder still holding on with a 3 and 27. 3 and 27, Sammy Van Gelder still holding on to first place. Don't forget, contestants, OTR on the road is filming here this weekend. You want to make sure that you pick up your DVD from them if you want to take home a memory. Evidently, I'm on it. From Palm Springs.
But it's worth it at any price.
Excellent. No. There you go. What are you something else? He's after something. I know. Ted. Bless you. It's the if you just joined us, folks, take a peek down to the other end of the arena. Look at that big old Miller Lite bottle. Isn't that pretty sight to see? If only we were on beer. Well, you know what? I bet we got more beer back here behind us. Oh, is there a beer right down there? That's a beer stand right down that little white tent with all those people in front of it. That's a beer stand. But you're not competing. You better be drinking something. Beer or water. All right, so we're going to do this announcement one more time. All right, we have an update here. If you've got a brown Jeep Liberty license plate 5 ENM 874, you better move it. You better move it. And if you've got a Saturn license plate, a silver Saturn, that's helpful. 4 RIF 732. Gotta move them. Gotta move them now. Get to the front gate ASAP. Let's see if we can find John Southern from San Diego, California. Mr. Mayor in Chandler, that's from San Francisco. He's Mr. BAC 2008, says, come play with me in San Francisco in August from the 15th through the 17th. Big old pool party up there on Friday the 15th, back in the tradition of San Francisco pool party. And the fact they've got $7,500 in added money up there this year. Should be a nice big rodeo. 1, 2, 3.5, and 4. Put him down, John. Put him down. There you go. Another sash queen in the arena. We kind of like it. Kind of like it. Good job, John. We'll get your time up here in just a second. Next up, we're looking for Ian Kinney. Ian Kinney in from Loma Linda, California, originally out of Ohio. 12 and 99. Kinney just under 13. 12 and 99. God bless you all for being here today. Thanks for coming out. And getting here. Eight change for Annie. 8 change. 856 to be exact, Annie. 856. Take a look to the arena now. We've got the one and only Sinbad from Norco, California, coming to the arena floor. Sinbad, sponsored by the Saltwater Cowgirl Clothing Company in Shadow Hills, California. SaltwaterCowgirl.com. Check it out. Get some new duds. Sinbad been competing for 12 years. Once upon a time, Sinbad and I were a force to be reckoned with on the wild drag circuit. Won several buckles together. I think it was more about my pink car and the new sequin dress, but and you know, it's inevitably scarred several spectators. We'll see if we've got any cheap invitations this week. Sinbad. All right. Here comes Sinbad. Now this is all about art, ladies and gentlemen, because take a look. Sinbad's going to get up on her feet. She barely comes up over the back of that steer. She is going to take that big bad boy down. Right? About there. Look at that, Sinbad. You got it. You got a flag. You're done. You're done. Let's go. Get out of there. Quick already. Congratulations. Woo-hoo. 1870%, Dad. 1870. Well, let's watch this arena clear here where this deer comes down around. These guys aren't paying attention. Whoa! Hello! Up next from San Francisco, California, originally out of Cuervo, New Mexico. Pay attention for the buckle winner in this event down in Palm Springs and Phoenix, Cindy Harrison. Member of the Golden State Neighborhood Association, sponsored by Rough Stock Women in San Francisco, and Swirl on Castro. It's a wine bar. It's a really fun place to go. If you want to go in and taste a little bit, you can taste a lot of different wines there at Swirl. It's a fun place to go pre-bar hopping to. So weird. Whoa, who's driving here is right. I think it might be Cindy. You know what? He does not know he'd deal with a double buckle winner, does he? Keep going, Cindy. You just did all you that. Cindy learned all of everything she knows from, there you go, from the rough stock schools taught by Bill Lyle, our stock contractor here. He's been teaching them up in the Bay Area several times a year. Thank you, Bill, for helping our contestants figure it all out, keeping them safe, learning the technique, staying up tight and close like Cindy was doing there. That steer was trying his best to hurt her, but if you're up tight and good, not going to get to you. Nicely done, Cindy. 23 and 27. Our next contestant for the arena floor, another San Francisco girl, Coco Tomasulo, in from Concord, actually. Sponsored by Cindy Dodd Tomasulo. Another newlywed from San Francisco was married on the 17th of June this year. She's Ms. Bay Area Rodeo 2007. Funny story about her marriage. They have a big ceremony. They had it planned for many months. It's going to be in August after the San Francisco Rodeo. Her dad found out that marriage was going to be legal and said, you go get it done the minute you can. So her and Cindy went off, got married on Tuesday in San Francisco. And you got 2 more feet, Coco, 2 more feet. You got 2, 3, and 4. Now get her done. Now use that Bill Lyle training and take that boy down. There you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe does it for women's shoot dog. And we want to make sure that we thank. Okay, I'm so sorry. Pardon me. I have it. It's right here. It flipped around on a little key ring thing. I thought never. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the arena floor, the one and only Simone from Los Angeles, California. Sponsored by Scales and Tents in Echo Park, California.
Check 1, 2, 3.
How this event works. It's what we call steer decorating. It comes from actual ranch activities where sometimes you need to vaccinate a sick calf. You don't want to get a horse out, and you want to just throw a rope around the horns of that calf, and you want to get up on the hind end and give it a shot of some kind of antibiotic or whatever. You're trying to get them healthy. Well, this is a little bit of doctrine. Well, we kind of tweaked it just a little bit to turn it into a rodeo event. It's one of our camp events. We like to get our new folks out here, kind of get them dirty once in a while, and have a little bit of fun along the way. There's going to be a steer in the chute with a rope around his horns. There's a ring on the end of the rope that allows it to come back through itself, so it makes a great big old loop around those horns. The end of that loop is going to be held by the contestant on the 10-foot line, in this case David Smith or Stud Monkey on the 10-foot line, and they're going to hold on to that rope in preparation for the start of the event. Once the event starts, the gate's going to open, it's going to come out, and the contestants out on the 40-foot line are going to swivel right up in behind that steer. They've got a little ribbon in their hand. Show them the ribbon. Would you, Clint? Would you show the ribbon to the audience? There's a little ribbon right there, and Drew's got his ribbon in the air. They're going to slide right up, put that ribbon on the tail. Hopefully they're not going to spend a whole lot of time knitting or making it pretty or anything. They're just going to put that ribbon on, and then the other contestant is going to take the rope off the horns. The contestant with the ribbon is going to come back in and tag the timer. A really good time in this event is 8 seconds. Here we go. We've got Stud Monkey and Clinton Coyle over here, and David Smith and Drew over back on the far side. They're communicating to one another quite well. All right. (10-7-7) for Stud Monkey and Clint.
11:01 for Drew Overbeck and David Smith.
All right, on this close shoot, we've got Sammy Van Gelder and Christy Cotton. On the far shoot, we've got Chris Dew and Richard Armstrong. And we've got a backup in aisle 6. We got a little beef on aisle 6 that we'd like to get out of the arena. Now, for those of you that are keeping track, we also have this thing called the All-Around Cowboy and All-Around Cowgirl title. Now, if you'll notice, we have a lot of our serious competitors in these starter events. Sometimes they get so good at the camp events, it seriously helps them when it's time to figure out the all-around points. In order to qualify for the all-around, you've got to compete in 3 of the 4 categories, whether that be rough stock, camp, roping, or speed events, the horse events like barrels, flags, and poles. And you must place in 2 of them. So sometimes a little steer deco 15 points makes a huge difference when it comes down to determining who's the all-around cowboy and the all-around cowgirl. We're going to hold that one down there. Jane and Linda, just hold that one down there and just leave him there for now. We got Sammy and Christy over here again, and Richard and Chris on the far chute. What do you think? Should we let them go and have a little party? Here we go. There we go. Sammy's up, Sammy's down, he's gonna maul him. Richard and Chris are done on the other side. Christy's got a ribbon on, Sammy's got the rope off. I was right, yes. Dirty Dan and Frank Dragula over there on the far chutes. Watch, it'll be fun, you'll see. Here we go. Let it get started. You're chasing that 7-second time, contestants. You're chasing a 7-second time. That's going to be hard to beat. Well, that one came pre-decorated. I think we'll have to see Wes and Jeff back again. We had a pre-decorated steer in that chute. Somehow it slipped by the quality control department, which I think was me. As I stand here, I think that I missed that one. Oops.
Doug Frank and Dirty Dan come back with a 14.56 on that last heat.
Let's go, Chico!
Go, Chop!
Here we go with Chuck Browning and Brian Heelander on this side, just John and Coco on the other side. Well, there's a short order. Look at that, look at that.
Doug, Just John, and Coco are very excited. They're going home. 10.89.
All right, for Chuck and Brian, we have a 7.36 for Chuck and Brian. Look at that, look at that.
Slow down, easy, easy, easy. Easy, guys, easy. Easy, guys, easy.
So our women are going to start us off today, and then we'll move into the men. Yesterday in the women's category, looks like Ann Kinney took home the top honors with an 8.56. Ann down from Sacramento. So she's going to be going, let's see where she at today. Well, she happens to be the last woman out today. So let's see how that all turns out. The men's is a little bit more complicated. We have several more men contestants than we do women. We had 21 gentlemen place yesterday. I take that back. 23 gentlemen took their steer down to the ground yesterday.
Take me to the ground. Let's go. Joey. Joey.
I don't know.
All right, we've got the calves put away on the other end of the arena. I think we might be ready to do a little shoot dog. And just a little reminder for you folks, we are trying to be as green as we can to keep this beautiful countryside beautiful. Before you take that trash in your hand and throw it in a trash bucket, take a look on the side of that bucket and see if there's a little green sign on it. It'll tell you if it's a recycling bin or a garbage bin. Put your recycling in the recycle bin, and your trash, well, you can either take your trash home with you or you can leave it there. Just a reminder that the Circle K folks here are providing horse rides out to the ocean. It's about a half-hour ride out and back. You can go to the volunteer check-in booth today. That's where they're selling the tickets for that. You can buy a ticket for that and then take it down to the horse stables on the other end, and away you go. Up first, Amy Griffin out of Los Angeles, California. Sponsored by Scales and Tails of Echo Park.
It's the Small Animal Rescue Center there in Echo Park. And by MP's Catering out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Amy in second place yesterday. Taking a little extra time, doing a little bit of concentrating here, because you know, it's not always about the speed. If you don't get them down, you don't get a time at all. So you're better off to take your time a little bit, make sure you get that doggy out across that line. You got to take all 4 feet this year, not just the nose. We made a rule change. Got to get all 4 feet across that line before you can begin to drop that animal to the ground. Now folks, this is all done with timing and momentum. You'll see some of our contestants. Some of them weigh about $1.10 soaking wet, and these steers are weighing about 500 pounds. So it can't be about brute force, it's all about momentum. You want to keep that steer in close to you, because you get too far off you, and he'll spin you around. There we go, Amy's giving her cheering section some lessons there. She's going to take her time. Now you're ready to go, Amy. You're going to put there, oh, look what he just did. He said, nope, nope, nope. I'm going to put you on the ground, Amy. Not playing with you today. All right. Up next, Coco Tomasulo from Concord, California. Another fresh newlywed. Married on the 17th of June. Says on her card here, they had a wedding ceremony planned for August. Her dad found out that she could legally get married on the 17th, and he said, go get it done. Why wait till August? You've been waiting all these years to get married. Go get it done right now. We'll still have the big party in August, but right now, go get married and get that out of the way. So Coco, sponsored by her new wife, Cindy Tomasulo. Coco, also the Ms. Bay Area Rodeo 2007. 4, you got 2, you need 3, now you need 4, now get it done. Watch and learn, people. This is how she's going to do it. Just puts them right down on the side just like that.
There you go, baby.
Yesterday, Coco in 5th place. 34 and 41 for today. 34 and 41 for Coco. Up next, we got Sinbad out of Northco, California. Sinbad yesterday in the middle of the pack. Sponsored by the Saltwater Cowgirl Clothing Company in Shadow Hill, saltwatercowgirl.com. Well, now this is going to be fun. Now this is one of those where I told you that it's not about brute force, because Sinbad can barely see over the shoulders of that steer. But you look and learn, watch this, folks. She's been doing this for a few years. She's going to show us how it's done. Now she's done enough spinning around. Look, look, look. She's just going to keep going with that. And now what she needs is a little cheer. There you go. Help her out. Help her out. Nicely done, Sinbad. Is that? All right. Our next contestant out into the arena is going to be Simone out of Los Angeles, California. Another contestant sponsored by Scales and Tails, that Small Animal Rescue in Echo Park. Also by MP's Catering up in Calgary. If you go up to that Calgary Rodeo at the end of June, you want to check out MP's Catering. If you're going to have a little party at your campsite up there in Calgary, it would be a good set of people to cater it for you. Because you know, when you go to a rodeo, you don't really want to cook your own food. You want to have it catered in. Because that's how we do it. We're a little special that way. We're doing a little cleanup on aisle 4 over there. We had a little too much dirt, ended up in that corner this morning. We can't quite swing the gate the way we need to do it. So we're going to do a last minute adjustment there. Okay. $25 and $53 for Sinbad. $25 and $53. All right. I think we had a spinner in there. We had to turn him around, get the head going the right way. right, here comes Simone, another one taking her time. It's all about getting the time, not necessarily about making it a fast one. 1, 2, 3, and there's 4 legs. Now, bang, look at that, look at that. Cindy Harrison won the buckle in Phoenix, won it again in Palm Springs. Look at that, look at that. Cindy, sponsored by the Rough Stock Women of San Francisco and this. She's got a cheering section. There you go, now put it down. There you go, Amy Kinney. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody woke up the audience now, and it took Ann Kinney to get her done, and you woke them up. Thank you so much. 9 and 18, Ann Kinney, 9 and 18. I think that's our first one under 10. A first yesterday, a first today, and look at that. That looks like a buckle to me. We're looking for the men now for this event. Our man, our first one out is going to both steers out in a flurry. Dan and Michael in good position. Dan's on. Michael is off. They're communicating on the far side. All right, our next set of teams out on the floor. Hold on a second, gang. We're going to return these steers. Pepe and Steve Miller in shoot 1 and shoot 4. It looks like Jeff Barr and Wild Wild West. Southern California versus Northern California on this heat.
It's way too early in the marriage to forget what your husband looks like. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Presto, change-o, switch, and swap. That's my story, and I'm just sticking to it. Here we go now. Pepe and Steve, Wes and Jeff. Northern Cal versus Southern Cal. Let's see who's going to come out on top. All right, Pepe's in where he needs to be. He doesn't quite have it tied yet. Jeff is in where he's needing to be. He's looking like he's knitting back there. He's got the rope off on the front. No time on this side. They got a time on the far side. We'll get that called out to you in just a second.
Come on, little steer. Come on, baby.
On the close shoot, it looks like it's going to be Steve and Randy. Steve Youngblood and Randy Funderbrook out of Palm Springs on the far side. Going to be Wade Earp and Simone on the far side. Steve and Randy on the near side. All right. Our next set of teams coming in. Diane Fleming and Just John on the near side. Wait a minute, hold on. It looks like I might have a team substitution here. Looks like I've got Coco. That's Mrs. Tomasulo loves you and is proud of you, Coco.
Come on, Coco.
All right, we've got Coco and Just John on this side. On the far side, we've got Sean Lowry and Matt.
Coco. Coco? Yeah.
Okay.
that adds 1 second, and then when you straight a tag, really? That's so cool. That's how you get the 9. If you do everything, 7 seconds. This is my analysis.
All right, John's got his rope, Coco's got a ribbon, Matt's got the rope, Sean's got the ribbon. Let's see what happens when the gates open. Let the fun begin. Here we go now. Here we go, right up on the head. Just John. Now get him out of the chute. You got to get him across the line before you start tying. Look out, collision course about to happen. Coco's got it tied. John's got it off. Tag, Coco, tag. All right. Sean's got it. Well, does he have it tied? Yes, he's got it tied. Matt's got the rope off, and Matt's team is done too.
1465. Coming up next is John Southard. He's Mr. Bay Area Rodeo for 2006.
Women, where are the women out here?
Oh, good try, John. Randy says, okay, coming up next is Drew Overbeck. Overbeck. O-B-E-R-B-E-C-K. Oh, good try. First time. That is her first time she's done this. Oh, what a super job. Up next is Nicole Parker from Stockton, California.
Nicole's another rodeo virgin. This is her first rodeo also.
While she's climbing on, in 5th place for the gentleman is Rob Pierce. In 4th place is Chopper from Sacramento, California. In 3rd place, Wild Wild West. 2nd place, Chuck Browning. And in 1st place, Randy Funderburg from Palm Springs. These are unofficial times.
Come on, Nicole, get him, Nicole!
Oh, made some dirt on that one, but a good run.
Bless you. God bless you.
That was Kim Dale from Sacramento. This is Kim's first rodeo also. No time for Kim today. No time! That'd be a no time. Actually though, Kim will be back trying hard again tomorrow for you. Being her first rodeo, she's excited about trying again.
Hello. Hey. Let's see, about 1, 2, 3 more sheep doggers and
All right, we're looking for Nikki Adams.
Yeah, one of the
Nikki wants to give a shout out to her mom, Yvonne Adams. This is Mom's first day rodeo. Thanks for being out here, Mom, rooting on your daughter.
Yeah, we're doing a training. Fell off the horse and broke her wrist.
Unfortunately, no time for Nikki today for her mommy. Maybe tomorrow. That's going to bring us to
Let me call you back, okay? I'll call you back as soon as she's done, all right? Bye-bye.
And wants to say thank you to Tammy Schaefer because she loves her and sponsored her for this rodeo. Hang on, Annie. All right, reset. Come on, darling, reset.
Stand back up.
There you go. Get up on your feet. Oh.
Hold up, Annie.
So, time for Annie. Steers 5, Cowgirls 0. All right, let's see if Simone can change that score. Simone's got a big old angry steer here in chute number 2, sponsored by California Cable and Telecommunications Association. But Simone's got a cowgirl up and she's going to take this steer down. You can do it, Simone. That steer just wanted to take a ride right down the chute gates, and that gets a little dangerous, so Simone elected to let go. Probably a smart choice. So no time for Simone. Exactly. So this is going to bring us to our last cowgirl for today, Coco Tomasulo.
Good job. Good try.
Oh, got a little jug around there, got a little dirt on her jeans. She wants to thank RodeoGal.com and she'd like to invite everybody out to San Francisco. All right, Cindy, it's all up to you, cowgirl. All right, here's Cindy Harrison. Cindy's our only hope for the cowgirls to get a good dog today. No pressure, Cindy, no pressure. You're a big cowgirl, I know you can do it. Here we go. She's getting all set here with her steer. She gives a signal. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on. Yeah! That steer jerked right out of her hands. Good thing she had on gloves.
You know, I would run away from Moonique too if I'd seen her for crying out loud. You need to shave them ears, man.
And those pits. Alright, we got a steer over there trying to play hide and go seek.
You know, I know Moonique, she is a redneck because she has flea and tick over in her shower.
So now we've got both teams with runaway steers. There is a 2-minute time limit on this event. So if they can catch their steers within 1 more minute, there's about a little less than a minute left. Coco's got her steer.
Oh, that must hurt between the legs. Get her, Monique. You kind of run like a boy, Monique. Oh, excuse me, Mooney. Hey, do you know what you call a steer with no legs, Kimberly?
What do you call a steer with no legs?
Ground beef. Okay. Do you know what you call a? Do you know what you call a Holstein with a tiara on her head?
What do you call a Holstein with a tiara on it?
A Dairy Queen. Oh, hang on there, Mooney. Her bloomers came up in the. Mooney just farted. Did you hear that?
Monique did a little bird skiing, but it wasn't quite enough.
Well, I would put that pair of bloomers on a goat tomorrow.
So neither team with a time today. They'll be back again tomorrow. Try again.
Shake that moneymaker, honey.
Saddlery and rodeogal.com. Charles dedicating this rodeo to Richard Macias. Alright, our next contestant to the rope and box there is going to be Sharon Thiessen out of Sacramento. Alright, up next we've got Desiree Gronwald out of Fort Lupton, Colorado. Also sponsored by JB Saddlery and rodeogal.com.
Good afternoon. Welcome. We're here today to celebrate the wedding of Desiree and Charlie. Is that a wonderful thing or what? Eternal God, we thank you for bringing us all here today to celebrate the marriage of your beautiful children, Desiree Grunewald and Charlene Duran. God, you have already given them so many blessings. Now you're adding one more. Help them to grow in their love for one another and their love for you. Help their lives, already intertwined, continue to support and strengthen each other. Help their love for one another, already strong, grow even stronger. As they continue to walk in the path you have set for them, continue to shower them with every blessing in their life. And Charlene, Desiree, a wedding doesn't make a relationship real. But you two have been together for 14 years. You know what? Your relationship was real well before you stepped in the arena this afternoon. Amen? Amen. But relationships don't exist in a vacuum, so this is our chance to hear you pledge your love to one another. So, Charlene, will you please repeat after me? I take you, Desiree,
I take you, Desiree,
to be my wife,
be my wife,
to have and hold from this day forward.
to have and hold from this day forward.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad,
I promise to be true to you in good times and bad,
in sickness
sickness and in health,
and to love you and honor you
and to love and honor you
all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
And Desiree, will you repeat after me? I take you, Charlene, to be my wife,
I take you, Charlene, to be my wife,
to have and hold from this day forward.
to have and to hold from this day forward.
I promise to be true to you in good times and bad,
I promise to be true to you in good times and bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
and to love you and honor you
and to love you and honor you
all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
John and Rick, will you bring the rings forward, please? God, we bless these rings in your many names. Grant that those who wear them may always have a deep faith in one another. May they do your will and always live together in peace, harmony, and love. Desiree, please repeat after me.
I give you this ring. For love and faithfulness.
Shirley, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faith.
This finger, baby.
All right, now this is your part. No relationship exists in a vacuum, and this couple deserves the support of their community. So I ask you, will you support Charlene and Desiree in their walk together? Will you treat them with the same respect as all other couples? Will you fight for their rights to live and love freely? If you will, please respond by saying, we will. We will! Charlene and Desiree, you have declared your consent before God, each other, and witnesses. May God continue to strengthen your consent, including both every blessing. And what God has joined together, let no one put asunder. By the power invested in me by the state of California, of Metropolitan Community Churches, I now pronounce you spouses for life. Desiree and Charlie, you may now kiss.
All right.
Bill Chapman from Long Beach, a proud longtime member of the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association, is celebrating his birthday this weekend. Well, Bill, I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday, Bill. Bill's up here giving a hand to us announcers. We appreciate that. Happy birthday, Bill. Okay. Now we're looking for Frank Dragula, I believe, down here in chute number 3 from Amol, California. Sponsored by Club 1220 in Walnut Creek. You've got a cheering section for you, Tomas. Let's get her done. Club 1220, large enough club to satisfy any cowboy. Country and Western dance in there. It's 1220 every Tuesday night and sometimes on Saturday. Check out their website at club1220.com. Tomas in a pretty red shirt down there today, ready for it. He says, give him to me. Now stick with him, Tomas. All right, well, get off me, buddy. Where am I? The Shaggy's over there doing a little chest compressions on Tomas. All in fun, folks. He's fine. He's up. Once we get him on his feet, we'll have him give you a wave. Can you give your cheering section a... There you go. They know you're all right. That's always good. Tomas goes to our Russian from Alameda, California. It's his first year of rodeo competition. And he's ready for a big time in this event today. Getting some coaching, I can hear, from Rosemary down there. You contestants, if you like that boar's head sausage that you had in your contestant bags, you want to thank Ben and Rose for getting that done. They worked with that company, said, hey, why don't you sponsor the gay rodeo? And Boar's Head said, well, all right, we will. And they brought some samples. I had one of those pieces of meat yesterday morning for breakfast, and it sure was good. Thank you, Boar's Head. You almost had him, Ben. You almost had him, and he said, you know what? I'm going to step on your head if you don't let me go. So it was a good thing you let him go. Thanks for not letting him step on you. Well, he stepped on you anyway, that bugger. He stepped. That's... Desiree Grunwald, the cowgirl in the arena right now, tearing up that pole pattern. Look at that. Look at that. Des in second place yesterday, pushing hard today, wants to move up into that #1 spot. Oh, and she just might do it with this run. Now help her out. That was a hot run.
Damn, she's...
Des came to win today. Let's see how she did.
So good.
And that's what looks like to me going to be out of chute number 2. That's the one they're rigging down there. Vanessa from Niles, Michigan had a nice ride yesterday. Covered that bronc. Let's see if we can do it again today. Nice amount of added money in bareback broncs this weekend. $1,250 total. 6 1/4 a day for the men and women. Split it in half.
Kyle, is that sleeve okay on her? Is her sleeve okay? Is that too high? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
You started recording. It's on. It's on? Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
I can't see anything to go to. Oh.
Here we go. Come on now, Vanessa. A little rough start there with that horse does that stutter thing. Looking good, and you're done. You can get out of there. Reaching up onto Mr. Bill Lyle and setting her down on the ground nice and easy.
Good job.
Here we go. Joe Rodriguez. Out and across the arena, onto the side, then back up center. Look at that. Pulled himself back up.
The Grand Marshal for the 2008 Best Buck in the Bay, Galilea.
Woo! Joel, slow down. Don't drop her.
Flawless. How fitting that you're our Grand Marshal. Look at you. Galilea has been alive for almost 10 years now. She was in the right bar on the right night during a Latin Performers Night, and she came into being. She's done so much in those 10 short years. Not only has she graced so many stages in San Francisco and all across North America, but she's also gone south of the border to lend her talent to raise money at an orphanage in Masaya, Guatemala. In 2005, she ran for Miss Gay San Francisco, a title awarded by the Imperial Court of San Francisco. As Miss Gay, she attended her first gay rodeo and she hasn't missed one since. During her year as Miss Gay, she fell in love with the Imperial Court and the causes they support and decided to turn right around and run for the publicly elected office of Empress. She was successful in her campaign and became Absolute Empress 41. She spent her year as Empress raising funds day in and day out for those less fortunate, and she hasn't stopped. Currently, Galilea is busy supporting local charities and hosting her weekly show at Marlena's, the Hayes Valley Follies. The Follies grew out of her original Girly Girl show and has been running every Saturday night for many years. Gallie is a true friend to the Best Buck in the Bay. She willingly shares her stage with us whenever we need to get our message out or bring out a new performer. She eagerly lends her talents, turning aspiring impersonators into absolute divas. We, the men and women of the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association Bay Area Chapter, salute you, Galilea, as a true pillar in our community. While you're a fantastic performer, you are also a dear friend and one hell of a supporter of the Best Buck in the Bay. Now a big round of applause while we present Galilea with her Grand Marshal buckle and sash for the 2008 Best Buck in the Bay. Ellen Register Assistant Rodeo Director climbing in to sash her and present her with the buckle. Again, thank you for all that you do for us, and especially for gracing us at the 2008 Best Buck in the Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, Galilea! Aplauso, por favor! That's one of Galilea's favorite sayings when she's working her shows, when she introduces performers. Aplauso! I picked that up from her. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to stand as the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association, the Bay Area chapter, performs the ceremony of the riderless horse. This ceremony symbolizes the end of the relationship between horse and rider. One last ride into battle, one last march down the parade route, one last tour of the arena, a farewell to comrades left behind. We, the men and women of the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association, by way of this ceremony, honor the memory of those members of the international gay rodeo community who have been taken from us. We have lost so many. Never again will we witness the skills in the arena or experience the privilege of working alongside them as rodeo volunteers. They are gone, but they are not forgotten.
Got a picture of you I carry in my heart. Close my eyes to see it, my soul. Wrap you close around me when the nights get cold. If you ask me how I'm doing, I'll say just fine. But the truth is, baby, if you could read my mind, not a day goes by I don't think of you. After all this time, you're still with me, it's true. Somehow you remain locked so deep inside. Baby, baby, oh, baby, not a day goes by. So wait for, in the middle of the night, thinking you might call me if your dreams don't turn out right. And it still amazes me that I lie here in the dark, wishing you were next to me with your head against my heart. If you ask me how I'm doing, I'd say just fine. But the truth is, baby, if you could read my mind, not a day goes by I don't think of you. After all this time, you're still with me, it's true. Somehow you remain lost so deep inside. Baby, oh baby, not a day goes by. It's turned to hours, and the hours today.
23 years ago, the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association permanently retired the #1 for performance in gay rodeo in the state of California. It is now the number for those that have been taken, that they may always have their place at our rodeos. We love you, we miss you, and we know you ride with us today. Thank you to our escorts today, Christy Cotton, the all-around cowgirl from the Best Back in the Bay 2007, and Coco, Ms. Bay Area Rodeo 2007, and thank you Sam Young and Ramy Lynn Harris for that.
Keep your eye on chute 3 as soon as we get these first big boys out of the arena. We're going to wait until we get those boys out of the arena before we bring another rider out. We don't want to complicate or confuse things any more than they already can be. So they make that 6-second ride. We add up the totals, we'll bring you the score. But the key is they've got to make that 6 seconds before we can get to a score. And those boys are put away. We're going to chute number 3, looking for a guy named Smurf out of Lincolnton, North Carolina. We believe that Smurf is the contestant that came the furthest to this rodeo. In fact, we know he's the furthest contestant for the rodeo. We're wondering if there's anybody else over there further away than North Carolina. Anybody from New York? Or Maine? Anybody from out of the country? Well, you got a hand from out of the country. Welcome, welcome, thanks for coming. Smurf's gonna put on a good show for you today in this bull ride. He had a nice ride yesterday. Unfortunately, he got down in there and touched a little bit that he shouldn't have done. He got DQ. Let's see what kind of ride he's gonna turn out today. Smurf is coming out on a bull named Big Kahuna. This bull was brought over especially for our rodeo from Hawaii. Oh, and he just took care of Smurf real quick like. That's a whole lot of meat there. Fort Lupton, Colorado, out of chute number 4. Sponsored by JB Saddlery there in Fort Lupton, Colorado, and RodeoGal.com. Dedicating this rodeo to Richard Casillas.
Jars down and over her bull down there. Char's out on that bull named Q-Tip. Now we're gonna take a look and see why we named him Q-Tip. Let's see, I'm not sure how a bull would come up with a name like Q-Tip. Well, that took a whole lot of time to figure out, didn't it? You know what? I think I'd rather name that. Let's name that bull Miss Patty. He's got a Q2 on his side. We'll call him Queen Elizabeth. No matter how we slice it, he's a big old bull, and Char's going to show him how we ride our bulls here at the best buck in the day. Char Duran coming out on the bull with a whole bunch of new names. Q-Tip, Queen Elizabeth, Cutie Pie, Miss Patty, whatever. Pick a name and call it that. End of the day, it's still just a bull. Here we go. Char Duran, ladies and gentlemen. Help her out now. Make some noise for her. Oh, and Char got spun around, twisted by that big old mean bull. Q-Tip. Our next contestant out, another female bull rider from San Francisco. This young lady came to our rodeo last year out here and took home a bull riding buckle. She's the 07 San Francisco bull riding champion. Seeing what she can get done today, she also picked up that bull buckle from Palm Springs and Sacramento and Phoenix. This girl is on a roll. One hot little bull rider here. On down and out the bull. One horn goes out and one horn goes down. Well, you know, we're going to figure this naming convention out here. It's a very visual thing, isn't it? Not so much about their behavior. It's all about the visual. That's what we tell our drag queens. It's all about the visual. You know, the higher the hair, the closer to God. That's what we say. Get that hair up in the air. Yoke dressers, get it on your mind. Yoke dressers, get it on your mind. Sarah, sponsored by Rough Stock Women of San Francisco. Sarah getting some help from her friends, getting set down over this bull, figuring it out, making it happen, and getting it right. Wanna take this time also to thank our sponsors for our all-around cowboy buckle. It's sponsored by Cafe Flora San Francisco. Cafe Flora has been a Castro hotspot since 1973 and was voted Best Cafe in 2007. We are now open until 2 a.m. every day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with live DJs and drink specials. Stop in for dinner and drinking on their beautiful patio. Our all-around cowgirl buckle is sponsored by the Sacramento Capital Crossroads Gay Rodeo Association. And let's take a look at Sarah Simonovich on that bull named Down and Out. Setting herself down over him, dropping those legs, getting a good squeeze. We're gonna pump up the jam a little bit here for Sarah. All right, now Sarah. Oh, and Sarah got back just a little too far and down for Joe Olney, longtime member of the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association. Looking for Ricky Nelson up next. Ricky had a darn good ride yesterday, but unfortunately he got down and touched a little too. Elizabeth Anderson, Mr. GSGRA, Just John. Well, you know what? You gotta hurry up. Just John. There's Mr. GSGRA, Just John.
in that truck, and a few other folks from probably from Palm Springs. I can't quite see who's in there. LA, Mr. GLAC, Mr. Los Angeles Gay Rodeo for 2008. We'll turn him around here, I'll get a better look. And Rosie Sierra and Cowboy Dan from Dan Cassidy from Palm Springs chapter, royalty there. And in that last truck, we have royalty from right here at the Best Buck in the Bay, Mr. Bay Area Rodeo 2008, working really hard this weekend, John Southern. Ms. Bay Area Rodeo 2008, Rosemary Tomasulo. Mr. Bay Area Rodeo 2008 first runner-up, Daryl David, and also our anthem singer today, the United States Anthem. Thank you, Daryl David. And our Miss, I think, might be missing in action. Maybe she had some fun last night at the hotel. Diva D is Miss Bay Area Rodeo 2008. A big round of applause to all of our rodeo, working really hard, making just an incredible amount of money.
Well, fortunately, we're having a little conversation over there. Where is Eric Kephart, the man on this team?
Where is he?
Eric Kephart. He's coming around the corner over there. Eric, one of our producers, out working hard, trying to make sure that all the security is being handled, doing double duty, trying to compete and run security at the same time. And there he comes. There he is.
Come on, Chico! Alright, let's do this.
Okay. Our teams are in place. On the far side, or on chute number 5, we've got Karen Beavers, Dr. Larry, and Pepe. Pepe believes that blondes do have more fun. Eric's oh, that rope is gone. John's gonna have to do this. You know, it's all up to the drag queen. You're gonna have to just pray, Mary. Just pray. We've got 2 of them loose. Well, what is going on here? How did that happen? They're both loose and they're both chasing them. Eric is gonna have. Well, one's a white steer, one's a black steer. John, look out. You got one coming behind you. Oh, Lord. All right, Eric's got a hold of his white one. Now they're hooked together. Oh, and he's dirt skiing, but he's got him stopped. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now work your way up that rope. Coco's going to help him. And John is praying to gosh that they don't get him to the line because I don't think he wants to jump on. Then Pepe and Karen are trying to find that one-of-a-kind steer by uniquing up on it.
Oh, hell, how much?
All right, now, John, are you ready? You're going to get one shot to jump on this steer, I'm thinking. Oh, guess what? You get to quit. The first place team from yesterday is Sacramento John Ikaika and Linda Hotchkiss. Chute number 5, we got Rosemary Tomasulo, Ben Tameldon, and Desiree Grunwald. Ben's the one with the duct tape on his pockets. He usually ends up being pulled around the arena, so he duct tapes his pockets closed so that he doesn't end up with a pocket full of dirt. Probably a good idea. Watch your lines, everybody. All right, let's see what's going to happen here today. All right, we're on. We're gonna get that steer up to the line. Ikaika's gonna be ready to jump on. All right, now stop him. Stop him. Stay with him. Stay with him. He'll settle down. And plant. Now that's what we call dirt skiing. We've heard of water skiing and snow skiing. We're gonna do some rodeo skiing here today, I think. Okay. Whoa, there's a pile up over there. Ben, look out. Look out. All right, Desiree taking charge of that steer. Desiree and Ben are getting it on him, and Rosemary's gonna, well, I don't wanna. No, he's too big. But he's just standing there.
Come on, Rose.
I think you can do it, Rosemary. I believe in you. Oh, Rosemary said, nope, he's too big for me today. We're gonna let him go.
Today we're at 42.07. Help around the ring, everybody. So we're in 3rd place currently. Next in the arena, we have Desiree Grunwald from Fort Vista, Colorado. She's on a horse named Iceman. Around that second barrel. Oh, it's sweet. Excellent. She's one of the two gals that got married here.
Vanessa's out. Help her out now, folks. Make some noise. Make some noise. That's enough, girls. Get out of there. Ben from Eldon to the bucking chute, please. Ben from Eldon to the bucking chute. All right, start her in. Let her hear it now, too. Come on, Sean. Come on. You guys, let's see. Work it now. Work it now. There you go. Get out of there, Sean. There you go. Get out. Well, Kyle now, all of a sudden judge. Now, all of a sudden, bullfighter. Well, I guess that wasn't Kyle. That was Des. Sorry about that, Kyle. That was Kyle. Helping out now, audience. Make some noise for him. He's working hard to stay on his seat. He's got a good one. He is holding on good and tight. Get out of there, Ika. Nice job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This weekend. Come on now, Smurf. Show us how it's done. Get a good ride there. He's working hard. He's finding his spot. Getting back up there. Get out.
On behalf of Cindy and Jaco, I welcome you. Let your presence be welcome. Let your hearts be glad. For everything there is a season and a time and a purpose. And this is the time and this is the place to celebrate the wedding of Cindy and Jaco.